Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back. Ha 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 ha. I kind of tricked you a little bit, didn't I? Yes, once again, I'm going to drop 2 episodes in 1 week. I know that I have some making up to do. So, ta-da, here you go. You guys, so of course, since this is quite spontaneous, again, I don't have anything written down. So this episode can go any direction. However, I'll give you my why behind my second in a row episode within this week's time frame. And the reason for that is because I told y'all I was going to chaperone homecoming last night, and I saw something that encouraged this podcast this morning. Yes, it is still morning, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. I've been so tired I may have overslept. Anyways, moving forward. What I saw last night led me to think about the last podcast about how we need to kind of shake up the shit. Remember that? By not matching anyone's energy or our energy alongside with anyone else's, because I was speaking to the importance of embracing the individual self. Moving forward, I never gave you the why, or actually I gave you the why. I didn't give you the how to shake the shit up by not intentionally matching anyone else's energy, because our society has us really embracing the traditional norms of being a conformist. And nothing wrong, with the clearing of the throat. I told you guys I was going to have to do that from time to time. But anyways, moving forward, side note. When we embrace the traditional norms, sometimes that lands us in a place of silencing our own voice. So I don't want you guys to think that I am on this episode just shutting down all conformity. I'm not. Structure is necessary to some extent. So in order to implement structure, you must have some degree of conformity. So I get that. My point is, what I witnessed last night was a bunch of teenagers dancing, and just with such innocence. I saw joy that I don't know that I was mature enough in, my earlier years to really understand how beautiful that was. That led me into thinking about their joyful moment experience last night was grounded in meaning. See, traditional norms will rob, jack up. It will take meaning out of your life, because you get into this robotic mindset where you're kind of doing the Groundhog Day dance. What that means is you're just perpetually existing within your lifetime versus living. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's fine. That's good. After you get into a mindset where you have established discipline, which is what happens when you do something over and over again, you get better at it, and that requires discipline. So you do have to conform to that. I get it. But once you acquire that discipline, now it's time to break away from traditional norms, because you can think for yourself with a mindset of discipline. Your mind is not running amok, and you're not just being rebellious for no reason. There's purpose if you choose to be, a person kind of like me, a nonconformist. There's purpose in your rebellious nature because you're just trying to even the playing field of injustice. That gives me a lot of thought about what I saw and the joy of those kids, y'all. Wow. Y'all, they were jamming to songs that I know that they thought were new, but because we're on this island, we're a bit isolated. Songs that I was jamming to, but it didn't even matter the genre of music. It didn't even matter the race of the kids. It didn't matter their economic circumstances. It didn't matter none of that to them. And they're teenagers, which means teenagers can be very petty and manipulative and picky and cliquey. But all I saw last night, y'all, was love and joy. And that made me think about meaning. So when I tell you guys, listen, shake the shit up, don't match anyone's energy. You are here to shift the atmosphere. The how behind that is you've got to learn how to embrace meaning. You got to find meaning in the things that you do. If you get up every day and do the same damn thing and you don't have any meaning behind that, if you don't go to sleep exhausted but happy and grateful and blessed because you know you are making a difference, you're fulfilling some aspect of joy in your personal life because you're contributing to your community in a way that you're proud of. If you don't have that, there's no meaning in the things that you do. I'm going to need you guys to start examining meaning in your life because meaning is a big old superpower to healing. When you start walking through life with intentional purpose of seeking out meaningful things to align your decisions with, your whole mindset will change. And what you're going to find is you will be a nonconformist because as you start to think for yourself, you'll start realizing how society is good about getting you on board the bandwagon so that they can control your mindset. Tradition has its purposes that are positive. But as we move on to 2024, 2025, I will tell you the purposes of the traditional mindset is about to be super obsolete if it is not balanced with, a little bit of a rebellious nature, because traditional mindsets tend to be a controlling mindset. It is a mindset that is perpetuated to keep you from thinking for yourself. I learned this. I ain't read this, you guys. Yeah, this is what I learned. So therefore, I have adopted a very non-traditional, very liberal, and very non-conformist mindset when it comes to the traditions of society. Why? Why, you ask? The reason to that why is because I don't match anyone's energy, y'all. I shift the atmosphere by shaking the shit up. Yeah, I don't listen to the norms that don't align with the purpose that God has put in my heart. I don't care what majority says that things need to be done their way. If I determine, oh no, we're going to do this my way because the result that we're looking for that's grounded in love is going to come about a lot easier if we subscribe to this way. And my bad, sir or ma'am, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm going to just tell you like this. My why behind the reason why I'm not going to do your traditional thing that you're asking me to do is because A, it's not going to land us into the result that we're all looking for. And B, I'm not the type of person to entertain a notion that makes no sense where it's not going to lead us to a solution that we're all looking for. You might need to just kind of get off of your ego, step down a peg, let me take this, because at the end of the day, my whole intention, my focused forward vision is only to ground this situation in love, only to aspire to come into a loving solution. So therefore, I am one that I do not always conform to the majority, because my why, unlike the majority's why, is always the same. It never changes. It is always the same. My why, no matter what I do, no matter what I say, is always grounded in love. Society, on the other hand, they're going to ground whatever traditions they are asking you to do based on whatever is going to advance their motivation, their, whatever it is, their intention, not yours, theirs. Sometimes society can be quite selfish. You have got to discern for yourself when you know that they are selfish. And when you know that they are beneficial, so that we, the majority, can get to a place where we're all trying to get healthy, happy, on the same page, harmonious, and all the good things that bring light into a community. Now, yeah, that's a little spiritual thing of me jiggy thing that I do. But you guys, no matter the reason, no matter the motivation, spirituality, religion, just trying to be a good person, trying to heal through some stuff, trying to change your life around. Heck, even the narcs lurk around just to see what's going on. But we all are trying to find our happy place. And if we carry light in our hearts, our happy place means that it's not just about us, but it's about the community around us. And we really need to examine the intention of the community that we are inside of all of the time, y'all. So when I say don't match your energy with anyone else, when I say you are here to shift the atmosphere, and when I give you the how to do that, oh, here comes your rhyme. Here we go. Here comes the rhyme. The how to do that, I will be screaming. The how to do that is found in discovered meaning. Yeah. I'll say it again. I kind of like that one too. The how to do that, you'll hear me screaming. The how to do that is grounded in discovered meaning. Y'all, find meaning in your life. Don't get into this robotic mindset. I'm just going to subscribe to traditional values because that's just what I know to do. It's all I've wanted. That's all I've been doing all of my life. I haven't stepped outside of the box to see what else is outside of that traditional mindset. Do not limit yourself there. Get out of that mindset. If that means that you got to ruffle a few feathers by being a little bit of a nonconformist, staying proud in your truth, know the reason why that you're going to buck a little bit. Don't just be, a jerk. Don't just be bucking just to be bucking. But if you have a grounded why, your grounded why is centered in love, and that love is going to get you to the solution of that was inspired by that love. Hey, shake the shit up. I do every day. Yeah, shake it up. I guarantee you what you're going to find is no one can challenge your why or even your decision to shake that shit up. You know why? Because your why behind your turn up wasn't grounded in your being a jerk. Your why was grounded in, hey, your way doesn't work, but my way is more loving and it's going to get us to that solution. It just made them have to step down off of their ego train. And when they cannot rebut your why, that only gives you the strength to continue to proceed as you are. If that means that's proceeding as a nonconformist, hey, put on your nonconformist top hat. Make sure you have your nonconformist tuxedo on. And my loves, take a bow and give them an encore performance over and over and over again. Do that. Because again, confidence comes with strength. And strength comes with not limiting your mindset, not keeping yourself placed in the box that they put you in, and being able to think outside of that box in such a way that you have your own independent thinking. Will it ruffle feathers? Hell yes. Will people not like you for it? Hell yes. And will you care? Hell no. You won't care at all. So there it is. Okay, I like the way that this one went. I feel like it's not too long. It's a spinoff from the one that I did yesterday. So we'll just call this part 2. And yeah, y'all. There it is. Find meaning in your life so that you're not conforming to this traditional mindset bullshit when it is just that. I'm cursing a little bit more in my podcast, you all. That is intentional. I need you to know I'm aware I'm aware of who's listening. I am speaking a language that we all can understand without being too vulgar or disrespectful. I do have students, but lucky for me, I have teenagers. So for real, I teach my teenagers too. I'll tell you all this. I don't really put a lot of emphasis on the words that they say, as long as they are super aware of the way that they're using them. If they have a cuss word that flies out of their mouth and we're having a positive conversation and they're so excited about something that they're describing and a cuss word pops out, I'm in my mind low-key celebrating their word choice, because see, that word choice shows me the meaning behind their excitement. You see that? So I'm also one, cuss words are a part of language that add impact. That's all they are to me. So sometimes you'll hear me cussing on some podcasts a little bit more than others. I